Welcome back to Anything Outdoors with Steve. Today's dynamic is going to be a little bit different. We have a new person with us. This is his first hike, his first time wearing this pack. His pack weighs 44 pounds. We're rounding that up to 45. I've got mine down to a low 23 pounds. This is probably the lightest I've ever had it between camera gear and just minimal supplies. Camera gear is always the weight that I carry up these things, and at least I get to hold this thing in my hand the whole way, so it makes it so much lighter. But I think real soon here, the first half mile, we're gonna have this guy huffing and puffing.
I'm already doing it.
So initially you're out of breath, and then your body kind of realizes, oh yeah, you're hiking again, you idiot. So the premise of today's hike is not goal oriented at all, other than to get this guy out here to realize what he's getting himself into. So his plan is to have a bug out bag. So he wants to get as much gear as possible into a bag for bug out. And I'm here to teach him that that's not necessarily the best way to go about this. So before he buys himself the ultimate in backpacks that can hold the most amount of gear possible, I'm gonna teach him you might want to rethink that.
Well, I mean, we are talking about long-term bug out. So
long-term bug out, yep. And that's where we're going to discuss this a little further. How do you feel? How's that pack feel?
It feels terrible.
Good. Let's go ahead and record this trip.
I immediately regret this decision.
Yes, that is the resounding opinion of this trail to begin with, is why the hell are we doing this? Every single time I hear that.
Yeah. Stress test.
Yes, this is a very good stress test. Footwear, you'll find out, is premium. What you decide to hike in makes all the difference in the world. I'm just wearing let's get my camera down. I'm just wearing little tennis shoes. These are my trail runners. He's got his combat boots, wannabe combat boots.
Oh, these are Danners, baby.
Danners, yeah. So we already have the first crowd catching up with us. Come on, pitter patter, get at her. So I've got him outfitted with hiking poles to help him up the hill. Without him, hauling heavy gear is nearly impossible. You really need that extra push that your arms can give you. Otherwise your legs get fatigued and you're not making it far. This is a shorter hike, maybe round trip if we make it to the very top. Upper Lake is 5.35 miles, 5.5 miles. But as always, you can't measure these trips in miles because they kind of slant upwards. So you got to kind of take into account that hypotenuse angle ends up making the mileage a little longer, and the difficulty level is always increased the steeper it is. So we're gonna kill this camera for a bit, let some people pass, and continue on our hike. Sean passed a wee baby on the trail.
The baby was kicking my ass.
Yeah. I have a feeling that baby's gonna be passing you here pretty soon.
Not again. Making me look bad, baby.
Baby, get in my belly. He's feeling it. He knows he's doing something. We've gone almost a quarter mile. Almost.
I thought we were halfway there.
No, Camp Creepy is halfway there.
Camp Creepy.
Yep.
I feel like I've been there before. Yep. This is what pain looks like.
Yeah. So he's feeling it pretty good. I'm finally getting to that position to where my body realizes, oh yeah, you're being an idiot again. So I'm not as out of breath as when you first start, but still huffing. No matter what, when you're working, you're working. So I gave him some advice to leave his sweatshirt behind. He's now realizing why. So he'll be probably peeling that off here pretty soon. If you want to, you can drop your bag on that rock right there. Any elevated position helps. Or on the one closer to that mound.
Like a little campfire.
Yeah. I don't know if you've got room in your bag for that thing. Man, that thing's stretched tight.
Yeah, I thought about that.
So we're gonna get this on video because
oh, we're gonna videotape this part.
This part where you're stripping.
Is this gonna go on the bloopers?
No, this is stripping.
Oh man.
You're gonna earn your stripes here.
Is this turning into an OnlyFans channel?
OnlyFans. There it is.
Oh, that felt good.
And every time you take that thing off, you're like, oh my gosh, I feel so much lighter. Yeah. Oh man, you're gonna let a wee baby pass you again?
Not again.
Yeah. I cannot believe it.
This might be an all-day thing, us just going back and forth.
I think this is where we don't see each other until you guys are coming back down. How far are you guys going? All the way Upper Lake?
Yeah.
Awesome. It's beautiful up there. Fall color should be good. Looks like the water's beading off the top there.
Yeah.
Yeah, how's that gonna fit in there? Stuff, stuff, stuff. So my favorite is stuff sacks, compression sacks, because you can take a lot of clothing material to put it in one little sack. It's waterproof, and you compress that thing down into a quarter of the size. It just crushes all the air out of it, if you get them sized right for the gear that you plan. And this is where having a bigger pack is helpful, because you can stuff a lot of loose fluffy materials in it that don't weigh a lot, but man, it just rides different.
This is the first time out with this bag.
Yep,
so.
first time out. All right, and just learning how to put that thing on. So you got it down already. Now you realize, oh, I should have taken a drink.
Oh. Well, you have to put these thoughts in my head after I get the bag on.
Yeah. Yep, every time you have that thing off, that's your time for drinks, snacks, whatever. I like how you have scissors in there too.
Shears.
Yeah, scissors.
You know, in case I
Shearing.
fall and compound fracture.
In case you come across
bleeding.
Ed, you can shearing.
You know, you never know.
Never know. All right, so this is where the trail starts to tilt a little upward, and the group that just passed us will remain past us. And yes,
Pessimist.
back in the day, I would drive the car up here. Oh yeah. Yeah, this is something where horses, four-wheelers, an e-bike, a cart that's motorized that you put your gear in. That's kind of what I'm directing him towards. Even an unmotorized cart. Something you can put your gear in to where you're just walking behind it. That would be a game changer for anybody that wants to haul a lot of gear.
Yeah.
Including hunters, because the meat that you're packing out is a lot of gear. And they've got packs that'll haul 100 pounds of meat. And it sucks, especially if you've got to go up or down anything steep. So I've got some aspirin in case he starts having a heart attack.
I bought some.
Blood thinners. Yeah.
I guess cardio is kind of a big deal.
Well, this is a different type of cardio. It's a slow pace cardio.
This is like kick your ass, burn.
Yeah.
Cardio.
And to think I took a 65-pound pack up something that looked like the bank side here, that was a challenge for me. That was my toughest hike ever.
Yeah, I would think so, because this 45 pounds doesn't seem like much at first, but
Yeah,
it doesn't take long.
it does not take
Especially when
long.
you're going up terrain that's
Well, the trail's flat. It's just tilted up.
inclined.
Yeah, it's just tilted upward towards the sky. Mostly flat. This is actually a nice trail because it's wide. You can walk side by side, not have to do single file lanes, and makes it decent, especially for larger groups. And this used to be my go-to place back when I would take the kids camping. We would hike up here. You can see the northern lights really well from the lake, especially the backside of the lake, looking north. Strange. And first time I saw them, I was wondering what city was over the mountains in that direction that was causing the sky to glow like that. So I'm taking photos of it for future reference. Little did I know I was taking photos of a northern light glow. But that's all it was a glow. It wasn't the bands or ripples in the sky. So it was just a glow in the sky, which was unique in itself, but I liked it, I guess.
Not for the faint of heart
Not,
at all.
no heart fainting allowed.
No.
Yeah. Yeah, this is a real trail. This is a good hike. You know, you're not faking it. You're not going on Tubbs Hill or anything stupid like that. And not that Tubbs Hill is stupid. But I mean, you see the pile of cars going out Mineral Ridge, and you think to yourself, how can that many people even fit on that trail? Because the parking lot's completely full. And that's all it is a conga line of people going up and coming back down. But yeah, this is a worthwhile hike, especially to test yourself. This is one that's worth doing. He does that all the time. He's hauling his yacht all around, and it's actually a time saver to fill it up, drain it out, and shuttle across versus taking the trail. And once you start to see the trail that goes across, then you realize why.
Dude, this is perfect. You got 2 logs here.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Who's gonna do it? Who's gonna be the brave squirrel? It's a good chipmunk. Yeah, hiking is actually so much easier than what people make it out to be. They just complain just to make it seem like it's difficult, and that way it keeps people away. It's like, oh man, that looks like too much work.
Yeah.
Who wants to walk up a hill for a mile? Ugh.
Yeah.
And really, it's like you're floating up the hill. 60-pound pack, no big deal. Not even an issue. Yeah.
It's like you have anti-gravity in your shoes.
Yes, and it's hardly even worth the views. I mean, that's just stupid. Who cares about a little mountain and some stupid water? Mm-hmm. And feeding squirrels from your hand. That's just dumb.
Well, and there's something that you just can't get unless you do it, and it's just the natural connection to nature. Like you just being in this peaceful place, just, you know.
Yeah, with the wind shooting through the trees like that, and the smells, the sounds, all of it.
So nice on